What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Bigfry, and today I have a game that I haven't actually covered on the channel in quite a long time. The last time I played this was just shortly after E3 2018. I met the Vigor crew from Bohemia Interactive at E3, and they gave me like a first look at Vigor. I was one of the first people to log into the game way back when, but the problem with that back then when I covered it is I couldn't play with anybody because I was the only one on the servers. Since then, I pretty much packed up my Xbox. I don't really play on consoles anymore, but the Vigor team reached out and they're like, hey man, we would love to sponsor a video. We would love to get you back in the game. We have a free weekend going on, so if you guys are watching this video, the game is actually free right now on the Xbox. It's a free weekend for all Xbox Gold members, but I want you guys to know that this is technically an early access video. The game is at 0.9 right now. They just dropped a new update. I am going to be covering this like an early access game because there are problems, and I'm not going to ignore the issues that I have seen. I played it back, I believe it was 05 or 0.5 when I played it, or maybe even earlier than that. We're at 0.9, we're close to launch, and I want to talk about the game, what I like about it and what I don't like about it. And honestly, the best part about this game right now is the fact that everything that you do in the game, every resource, everything that you loot, goes back into making your hideout or your cabin better in every single way. You can set up, I would say, like, not real generators, but nodes essentially, where you can generate like shit like wood and just a whole bunch of different crafting resources, so then you can craft different weapons and go in and basically just fuck shit up in a PvP environment. The PvP, it's pretty cool. There's a whole bunch of different places to loot on the map. There's actually 6 different environments right now that you can play solo or with a co-op partner, or you can like random queue with duos. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. The maps are pretty like different biomes, which is nice. There's different like forest maps, there's snow maps, there's like this like seaside fucking like boat marina area in like 2 or 3 of the maps. A lot of farmhouses, a lot of tracking through trees and paths up mountains and stuff. I actually enjoy the map design for the most part. You can see pretty far. I'm playing this game on a regular Xbox One. I don't have the X. I'm sure if you were playing this on a more beefy console, you'd be able to see further and see in just a clearer resolution when you're looking like, you know, over mountains and stuff like that. Here it gets pretty pixelated when you're looking pretty far away, but again, I am on the regular Xbox. The cool thing about the map design is you can spawn in, it shows you where every single exit is. You can plan your attack, you can go in, and if you just want a PvP, you can do that. You can kind of sit near exits, or you can go into the more densely populated areas. It shows you the entire map at the very beginning so that you can kind of mark checkpoints. So you could go in, if you're just looking to like farm resources to try and like build up your hideout, you can just follow a path, kind of loot, and then take off pretty much whenever you want. If you stay in the encounter for a while, it starts to promote radiation, which means it starts to like push you to the end. Like you either fucking chill and get kills and you might risk dying, or you just get the fuck out now because the radiation's coming. At the beginning of every game, you can see them set a little timer on themselves. Once that timer goes off, the radiation begins to like push you towards, you know, you either start getting some kills and moving through this map and escape, or you just get the fuck out now. I like the premise of the game. I think right now it is definitely in an early access state. So let's talk about some of the things that I'm taking issue with during my play sessions trying to get ready for this video and future videos. And keep in mind, before I get into this, I am a PC player. I have a certain standard when it comes to performance, optimization, frame rate. Jumping onto a console, I have to kind of lower those expectations a little bit. And this isn't coming from like a side of like elitism. This is a real thing. I'm used to playing games at 100 plus FPS. Jumping down here, I'm playing it at 30. Which is something that I got to get used to, and I got to realize that I got to come at this from a console perspective. Sometimes the game drops frames, and it is very difficult to play and just feel immersed in it because you're just sitting here just watching Polaroid picture performance. Sometimes the game lags, and when I say sometimes, if you're playing in solos, it's usually pretty good. There's 12 players on the map, and you might see a little hiccup like here and there when you're trying to pick something up, or even when you're just like moving through rocks, it kind of just pops your character sometimes. Very fucking rare when you're playing in solo. When you're playing in duos, like the lag is almost unbearable to play with duos. I don't know what the duo mode does to this game, but like when you're seeing your teammate just hop around, you're trying to shoot and guys are like lagging, and then you get the animation glitches because the lagging and the game's trying to keep up. I don't know what duos mode does, but it needs a lot of work before this game comes out. Thank God this is a free weekend. Thank God the game is in early access. But like that duos mode is brutal to play through. But what's sad is like even though it's brutal to play through, I still have fun running around with somebody else getting into firefights. I think it's still like it's still fun, but it's like god damn, man. If this was like running on like a PC, dude, I would be having such a blast. Third person shooter, Tarkov like elements, Division like elements, like I'm digging it. While trying to get these recordings, I ran into a few bugs here and there where sometimes I couldn't crouch or sometimes I couldn't jump, sometimes I'd get stuck in prone, but it was very rare that I found anything like game breaking, which is good. Like that means like they just have to focus on optimization, server optimization, networking, and then we should be good to go. So I'm sitting here hoping that the game goes from like, you know, 6 to midnight from 0.9 to 1.0 in terms of network optimization. Because I feel like that's the biggest problem that's holding this game back is the networking. And hopefully they can get their shit together, and hopefully when the game launches, it runs really well. The game is going to be free to play. So the good thing is whenever this game does launch, you can jump in and try it for free and see how it performs. If there's somebody in the comments that has played this on an Xbox One X, I'm very curious to hear your experience versus my experience in terms of performance. I don't think network optimization is going to switch between consoles, but maybe with the frame rates being a little bit more smoother, maybe you don't notice the lag as much. I don't know. I just want to hear your guys' thoughts if you have played this game on an Xbox One X. I'm not buying a whole new fucking console just to play a few games. I barely play consoles as is, but throughout the last like year or so, people have been asking me to keep up with updates to this. So when the devs hit me up to be a part of this free weekend campaign and sponsor video, I'm like, hell yeah, I'll jump back in. I know my people are waiting for it. If I were to sum this video up or sum this game up at this current moment, I would say the game has a lot of fun moments that get watered down by networking and just overall performance issues with the game. But if they could solve all of those issues and give us a Tarkov / Division / like a more of a hardcore experience on the consoles where you go in and you're risking your gear, and that intensity and that suspense from running around and not knowing if somebody's tracking you or whatever, that's an experience that I think the console players need. So I'm excited about this game. I just think they have still a little ways to go before this game can really see its full potential. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. Again, this was a sponsored video. I am going to be keeping an eye on this game, and I hope you guys want me to. I hope you guys want me to continue covering it, because I will. Now that I have my Xbox plugged back in, I might as well. If you guys are into this, leave a like on the video and leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel already, make sure you do so. If you want to support the channel at a higher level, you can literally do so for $1 a month. Become a member to BigfryTV for $12 a year. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Bigfry, and I'll see you on the next one.